You need to make a video. Maybe it's a product launch, an explainer, or perhaps a data visualization that finally tells the story the way you want it to be told. The thing is, creating a video that actually looks the way you want it to takes time and skill, and usually a tool that takes even longer to learn. For most people, there's a pretty big gap between the video they have in their heads and the one they actually end up with. But what if the hardest part of making a video was just deciding what goes in it? With HeyGen's Hyperframes framework, you can turn any video idea into reality using an AI agent to produce fully rendered videos ready to use. Hi, I'm Michael Cunningham, and we're kicking off episode 1 in the series Hyperframes for Beginners. So let's get into it, starting with what Hyperframes actually is. Hyperframes is an open source framework created by the team at HeyGen that lets users and AI agents create, animate, and render videos using standard web code like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, if those terms make you check out, don't. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are basically the coding language the entire internet is built on. Every website you've ever visited was made with them. And they happen to be the same language that every major LLM already understands, which matters a lot because it means AI agents can write your video code for you, so you don't have to touch a single line of code. But we'll come back to that in a second. Specifically, Hyperframes is built on 3 things. HTML and CSS handle the layout, the structure, and the style of what you see on screen, and then the animations run on GSAP. And if you ever scrolled a slick product site and thought, how do they do that? GSAP is usually the answer. It's the JavaScript animation library behind some of the most fluid interactions on the web. And for encoding, it uses FFmpeg. The renderer opens up your composition in a headless Chrome, which is just a browser running quietly in the background, and it captures every frame and stitches them together into a finished video. The whole system is open source and battle tested. And because your video is defined as a web file, it works everywhere that web files work. So here's what it looks like in practice. This is the Hyperframes composition, just an HTML file with a custom data attributes and some CSS. You run the renderer command and this is what comes back, a finished rendered video. The data attributes are how Hyperframes reads the timeline. Data start sets when something happens, data duration controls how long it stays, and data track index stacks layers, the same way you see a layer stack in an editor, except there's no editor, it's just a file. Your video isn't locked into a project format. It's not tied to any specific app, which means that it's a file that you can open, edit, and control or hand to any AI agent to build from scratch. And if you'd rather work visually, Hyperframes also has a timeline editor. It's a visual interface that lets you move, trim, and stack clips. And you can also write those data attributes back in for yourself or have the AI agent write it in for you. We'll be covering that in this series as well. So here's why the HTML as video approach is actually a big deal. And it's 4 reasons. First, your video is a file you can actually work with. You can open it, read it, edit it in any text editor, and put it in Git. You can also track the changes over time, roll it back to a previous version, and send it to a teammate in which they can actually open it and see exactly what it does. So there's no proprietary project format, no you need the same software to open it, it's just a file. Second, AI agents can actually write it. Like I mentioned before, LLMs already know HTML, and that's genuinely an important fact, because your AI coding agent doesn't need to learn a new API or figure out a proprietary format. You can just prompt it something like, make a 30-second product launch video, fade in the title, dark background, bold reveal at the end, and it'll know exactly how to do it. And that's because HTML is already in its training data. So that's not a clever workaround, that's the actual design. Your only job is deciding what goes in it. The agent handles the code, and then Hyperframe handles the render. Third, same input, same output, every time. Hyperframes renders deterministically. You can run the same file twice and you get 2 identical videos. That makes video reproducible in a way traditional editors can't match. You can build automated pipelines around it, batch it, hook it into a CI workflow. Your video becomes as reliable as running multiple tests. And fourth, you're not locked into any way of working. If writing code or prompting an agent to write it is your thing, then great. But if you want to fine-tune things visually, the timeline editor is also right there. It's the same file, the same output, just a different interface. And essentially you choose how you build it. Hyperframe renders it either way. So let me show you what's actually being made with this. I'm talking product launches, animated chart races, as well as website to video, which means that you can feed it a URL and convert the layout into a Hyperframes composition add transitions, and it will render a finished video. Developers are continually starring this on GitHub, and it has a growing community building with it. And because this is HeyGen's framework, it's built to work alongside what HeyGen does best. And so later in the series, we'll actually get into pairing hyperframes with AI avatars, like a spokesperson, a narration, the whole package, all driven by code. But for right now, we've covered everything you need to understand about what this actual framework is. So here's what's coming next. In the following videos, we're getting hyperframes installed and connected to your AI agent, and that's where we actually start to build. If that sounds like what you've been looking for, then hit subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when the next episode drops. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one.